Hey everybody, it's Scott. I just wanted to say hi again. I have some really cool announcements. I'm using my Zoom video for this so that I can share my screen pretty soon. But I have some really cool announcements. A lot of you, because I'm going to put this out on all sorts of different places, some of you know me as a web designer. Some of you know me as an intuitive card reader. Some of you know me as a coach. So, and actually I feel like I just go between all of those things anyway. And some of you know me as a friend, so that you've known for years, who sings, who goes to karaoke, who lives in Minnesota with his dog. So I just wanted to send out a video that was just kind of from my heart that I was going to just put out everywhere. So as you know, this last year's been really interesting for me. It's been challenging but rewarding. I've lost 70 pounds in the last year. I have had really some trials and tribulations. I've had some high points and some low points. I have, ended up in a neurology clinic crying a long time ago when I was really dealing with my divorce. And that has passed, which is great. And I feel like that's really resolved itself. But it's just been a really great journey for me. I've started doing some fun things. You all know, if you're on my YouTube channel, that in October I started this site again that I did a long time ago called northerndruid.net. And that's been great. I've done some free readings. I've done some Zoom videos. I've started doing some great Zoom meetings with other people. I feel like I've changed a lot as a person. Just almost the person I was over a year ago is not who I am today. So it's a lot of just sort of stepping into new parts of life, unexpected parts of life, and throwing things out there. Sometimes I even do things that I think, is this going to stick? And so I've been doing a lot of things lately that have worked and some things that haven't worked. I've done good things for my clients that I do web design for. I've given free readings from lots of groups online that I belong to. I've grown my list from Northern Druid to almost nothing when I started again. And so now I have about 200 people on a list just in the last 4 months, which is great. Did some cool events there, did some cool things with other stuff. And I did some really cool things at the winter solstice, just with reading and giving readings to people via video. And I'm actually going to do that again. So I'm inviting everybody this time, and everybody who has this video will get a chance to kind of chime in sooner. So I purchased again this Greenwood Tarot deck back in September, or maybe a little earlier than that. Kind of got me back into this tarot reading thing. I used to do tarot and oracle reading semi-professionally. I had to tell my mom that I was an online counselor. But it was a lot of fun back in 2000. And so when things started tumbling like that, then the Northern Druid site came about. Then I started doing readings, and I started giving people some fun readings. And basically I'm kind of learning now that we all want the same kind of thing. And just because I've kind of lived through some of this stuff lately too, we're all whether we are coaches or whether we're web designers or solopreneurs like I am, or just regular people, we're all kind of looking to transform. We're all looking to figure out what's deep within us. What is that is trying to call to come out of us? What is that we're struggling through? What is that shows us that we're more than what we think we are? And so I've been really learning that lately, just by doing so many different things. So, like I said, some things have worked, some things haven't. I feel like it takes a while when you change. It takes a while when you change and become something new for you to figure out what this new thing or this new person is going to be like. And I think everybody who's taken like, a class in say angel card reading or transformation, or hired a health coach, or, has taken a class to improve their life, we're all kind of looking for that same thing. And, I got my first coaching certificate back in 2010. And so every coaching class and every coach has so many of their own little flavors. And I've just been learning lately that it's all the same thing. We're all kind of trying to get past our own stuff. We're all trying to figure out, what we're feeling, what we're becoming, what we're being, and trying to kind of project whatever that goal is to get through that, to become that. And I've always said in my readings and things that I talk to people that I believe, and I know through what I believe, through faith, through, just this cosmic connection, that we are more than what we are right now. We are beings that go on and on. And so that's really been hitting home ever since like the winter solstice, when I first did some free readings for folks, and it seemed like a lot of these things kind of tumbled in and out really quickly. And so I'm going to share my screen a little bit and go and talk to you about some of the things that kind of happened with me. And then I'll talk about what's coming up. Just some things you can get involved with. They'll be free, so don't worry about it. I'm not trying to sell anything to anybody right now. It's just like, that's the one thing about like coaching and everything. I've taken like so many classes and so many things about how to sell something, how to like show your niche. And that stuff is great, but sometimes it just comes down to it as like, I want to work with the people who know that I'm right to work with. I don't want to have to manipulate anybody into, working with me who doesn't really resonate with me, or do things anymore that just feel like I'm being forced. And I've done so much of that. I feel like I know how to fail at so much of this. It's okay. And there's a cool book out there by Kelsey's that I need to get. It's called I Hope I Mess This Up. And I feel like I'm still doing it, and maybe you feel like you're still doing it in life, and that's just the way that all of us are right now. So, no matter where we are in our journey, we're messing it up every day. And I love that personally, because it's one more thing. We get focused on who we are inside when we fail and we mess this up, and we just risk it. And we come to a point where we really want to step into some stuff, and we really want to help people. That's kind of where I am now. It's not about a definition anymore of coaching or web design or angel card reader or tarot reader or whatever, or intuitive even. I've kind of like started to embody this idea that I need to step into and just really call out for what it is I believe that I'm becoming and what I want to be and how I want to help people. I don't even know how that's going to look, but I know this is kind of a calling, and I've known it for a while that, this phase of my life is a time to teach and a time to kind of throw my knowledge out there to other people so that they can become better parts of themselves that they know are like still in there trying to wake up or trying to get past something in them. So let me show you some things that have kind of like happened since the winter solstice. So if I share my screen with you here, I am going to show you my Google Chrome. And so yeah, this year I actually got to go see my folks, which was great over the holidays, the Christmas holiday. And you can see this is their pond. And I got to wake up and see this pond that my dad dug, in 2004 when he was 61 years old, that's down the hill from his house that he lives in with my mom still. And just this beauty that just sort of hit me. This was right after the winter solstice when a friend of mine, her name's Rita, she gifted me this Evolving Out Loud event. It's called the Limitation Game. And, you know, I'm not trying to sell you this or anything, but it's just kylecease.com, and it kind of changed a lot of things for me. Like that day, winter solstice, if you watch some of my YouTube videos, you'll see me talking about how winter solstice was just kind of strange and magical right after I was like watching this video and these videos, and after I was just gifted it by someone else. And since I gifted this to 2 other people. It's only $20. And then I started doing some exercises with my friend Rita almost right away. And other things started happening. I started like growing a little closer to somebody I've been just dating and seeing. It's not very serious, which is good. But I'm also realizing that there are parts of me that I need to like not make problems that aren't problems. So that's another thing that's really helped me in the last few months, or since the winter solstice. Another thing that really was fast after doing what we call Legoing, this idea that we're actually talking in the future. This is what Rita and I do based on this Kyle Cease program. One thing that I really had been thinking of doing is I needed to get a different vehicle. I've been with my grandmother's vehicle since 2011, since she died, and I bought it from her estate. And so I started looking around, and within like 3 or 4 days of looking for a car, I found this new, well, it's not new, it's new to me, this red Escape. And I was able to find a way to pay for it with cash, and it has like everything I need. It's been like 10 years, I want to tell you, since I had a CD player that worked in a car, and all 4 windows rolled down. All of them rolled down like with the electric window openers. Like my old car, my grandma's car, I love her to death. I miss her. Twice I had to replace the electric window mechanism that rolled it up and down on the driver's side. It would like tilt. So I was like driving that forever, and I wanted to I wanted to give it away, but then the exhaust was so bad that I had to have it just towed, and they gave me $100 to have it towed and given away. So, but this is a great car, and the cool thing about this new car is that it runs wonderfully. It's a 2005. My last car was a 1999, and it's a great step up with me. And I was able to buy it with cash, and I've never done that in my life with a car that's like, more than like $700, like when I was younger. But it even has a trailer hitch on the back too, and it's rated for like over 2,000 pounds, which is awesome, because I am going to go to this event pretty soon, the Minneapolis St. Paul RV Vacation and Camping Show. So one of my fun dreams is that I would love to actually retire at my dad's place. And I don't know when that is. I don't even know if that retire word is the right word. But I'd like to be nearer to them as they get older, as I get older, as I want to center in where my truth is. It's a rural area, and I'm not so invested in that, but I just love this outdoor beauty. It's just the house, the pond, everything just makes me so peaceful. But I know I'll need like to get away every once in a while. And I love Minnesota. I love my friends up here. I love to travel. And so this is going to be a fun event, because I am kind of looking around for the next thing. And I don't know when it's going to manifest, but I am actually looking for a small little camper that I can pull behind my Ford Escape that works, and take advantage of that. And I don't know when that's going to manifest. This car manifested in like 3 or 4 days, and it was so quick. So I have a feeling that I'll get more ideas at the RV and camping show. But so that's what's coming up. But as I was talking about this whole idea of the wheel of the year, just going to come back to you without sharing this. So as I was talking about the wheel of the year, the last time, the winter solstice, when I started this, well, we're coming up to what's called Imbolc. Some people call it Imbolc. Some people call it Brigid's Day. basically it's part of the Celtic Wheel of the Year where it's midwinter and we're seeing the waxing light, the light that's just coming in. And Brigid is this idea of the maiden. So she's a maiden. If you're familiar with this idea of maid, mother, and crone, and this divine feminine aspect that comes about, she's the maiden that actually calls upon things that are going to grow and spring and passion and fires. And so I am really excited. I'm actually going to do some more fun free readings again over Imbolc. And this is going to be February 4th. I'm going to show you again my screen and show you what's going on with that. So Imbolc is coming up. There we go. Oh. It's very odd because I have to wait until these things, technology. Okay, here we go. This one. Yes, okay. So on my Northern Druid page, and you can actually, if you zoom in close enough, you can see, I'll just give it to you. It's www.northerndruid.net/free-readings. You know, you want to go to that now, even before it's published. That's up to you. But I'm going to give some free readings on the 6th. So, and we're going to do what I'm calling, this is like, the page is not quite what I thought it would be. Technology, again, I'm a web designer. I'm still making this up as I go. But I'm doing what I'm calling fairies in the wild for Imbolc. And we're going to actually read from, I'm going to read from and give you free readings from 3 decks. The first one, the Significator. I don't need to share this anymore. The Significator is going to be the Wildwood Tarot. This is the following deck by Mark Ryan and John Matthews with art by Will Worthington. That's kind of the follow-up deck to the Greenwood Tarot. Has really great imagery. I find it has like a little more of a masculine kind of animal, real feel to it, whereas the other deck had some more etheric feel. But it's the Wildwood Tarot. The Wildwood Tarot is going to be our Significator card in a 3-card reading that I'm giving away for free. The cards that I'm also going to use that are going to be our wake-up call or our whimsical or our playfulness are the Fairies Oracle by Brian Froud. If you've ever worked with fairy energy, it can be crazy. It can be addictive. They can suck you in. So the fairies that they have are very interesting indeed. So this is one of the decks that I don't necessarily know, and I have to look at the book constantly, so I'm actually going to do some cheat sheet things for myself while I read. But it's just awesome images like this. This is Lease of the Shadows. And so fairies can be very troublesome. They can be meddlesome. They can be whimsical. They can remind us how to play. They can tell us etheric things like, this one is fun. Abe the retriever. This is the guy who finds little things for us. Like, oh, you lost it? Well, maybe I lost it for you so I could find it for you. So there's a little whimsical playfulness thing to it. Great thing for Imbolc because we are passionate about stuff. We need that play. We need something to spark us into it. So these fairies are going to help us. This is one of their Penelope Dreamweaver. So if we have dreams, we're going to call up Penelope Dreamweaver. She's the fairy that brings those to us. And then the third card deck that I'm going to pull from, I love mixing these things together. I know that a lot of OCD tarot folks out there, no offense, I love you all, are going to think, what is he doing? But I'm going to also do a reading from Angels of Abundance, Oracle by Doreen Virtue. And, this is all made for folks who have dreams, who have hopes, who have aspirations. Maybe you have a business. Maybe you have goals that you're working towards. And these cards really get you into some practical advice for how to get to some places and how to really change yourself. Like this one says employment change. And I know it's reversed on your screen. So employment change. And so just sparks ideas for you. This one says, your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You're being supported each step of the way. So if we want to step into something bigger for us and passionate for us, I think that this is going to be kind of a fun, free reading time for me. So if you are interested, go back to that page. It's northerndruid.net-free readings, or northerndruid.net/free readings. Again, I'm making this up as I go, and I'm going to mess it up, but I love it. So, but also on February 4th, that's going to be the front page of northerndruid.net. So no need to even worry about it. Once you're on that page, you'll have a link there. You push a button, get your free reading. All you have to do is put in your email address and fill out a few things, and I will just send you a video reading that day. So the last time, I think I did 26 in a row. I had this really interesting pineal gland buzz going on from trying to tap into intuition all day. I went to the grocery store in between, and it was surreal. I felt like I had this expanded vision. It was really crazy. So many of you out there who give tarot reading cards or are intuitive, who do this a lot, you know that you need to like prepare and meditate and also get ready in a great way to do it. But yeah, so that's going to be a lot of fun. 3-card readings for free. You can start now if you want, if you've got that webpage. Of course, I'll link it in this video wherever you see it. If you're on a group, if you're on my Facebook page, if you're on my YouTube, have at it. Start now. You don't have to wait until the 4th, but I will on the front page of my site have that up on the 4th. So another cool thing. Oh, this is going to be fun. Also on Imbolc, I am going to have just an Imbolc gathering here on Zoom. There's going to be a link on my page. As soon as you see this video, I'll have that fixed. So there's a link on my webpage on that site, northerndruid.net/free-readings with an S. That's going to show you how you can register for the Imbolc gathering. I can have 100 people. That would be awesome. I don't know what I'd do with all of you besides talk and have you chat and just me really rambling. But the last time it was a small gathering of folks, and it was like maybe 6 of us, and we were all able to like talk and have readings and things like that. So however many few, I don't care. I'm here for you. I'm here to do these readings. I'm here to kind of help you spark your passion and spark whatever's coming through. You know, I feel really lucky to have been able to like do all the things that I've been doing lately. I have a great apartment that I live in by myself now. I have a great dog that I share, every other week with my ex, and we're getting along, so there's no drama with that. I have a new vehicle that I can get around in and I feel like comfortable in. I have, plans and hopes and dreams. And it's been really cool to kind of really tap into what's really been alive in me lately. The idea of someday like living at my dad's place and kind of carrying on his attitudes of sustainability that I grew up with. I grew up with solar panels on the side of our house that my dad built in the 80s. So it's just been in me forever. That's been in my consciousness all the time. And just to like kind of settle into the life where they have that it's, they've retired, but they're still so busy and they're part of that community. And when folks his generation, my mom's generation aren't there, there's going to need to be some folks there too. I get a little emotional to run the spotlight for the community theater, to be the church admin for the Presbyterian church that my mom does. They're to help deliver meals for Meals on Wheels. And I think about these things, and like I said, it's a really emotional thing. I think about these things, and when I know that I'm like in that emotional space, that's when I know that I've really tapped into something. And it's tough for me to be vulnerable around other people and then just to put this out. But the fact that that's what is really hitting me is like, that's the dream that I need to keep chasing and let chase me. So it's the thing I keep talking about. So whatever it is you keep talking about, whatever your passion is, it's like, let's find a way to get you there. We'll start with a free reading. We'll start with that. And I have a feeling by that Imbolc thing that I might have something going together that, where you can join me. And as I step into this idea of being a better coach who doesn't care about these other artificial ways of attracting clients. We attract things every day, or of developing a niche. There's one niche, and that's the experience of being human and loving where we are and tapping into those deep desires. There's nothing new. That's the niche. That's what we focus on. And it doesn't matter if like my goals are the RV and your goals are, opening a business, or my goals are like living in a cabin, or you want to live in a high rise in New York City. It doesn't matter. These are all just the same things, that same energy of us wanting to experience that life that we feel called to do, that's passionate for us and is welling up in us. So we're going to start with readings, free readings. I'm just giving them away for a while and see where that goes. And I hope the last time I gave free readings, I heard so many great stories, and I just want to say thank you. Some stories that really touched me, some readings that were on for people that they said, this really confirmed something for me, and you touched something where I felt like I needed to really follow through with a goal or a dream or a plan. And that is like the best feeling, because, if I give the reading out to you, I know that that's something that I need to do for me. So I hope you'll all join me wherever you've come from. And I don't know if you really like cards or fairies and gnomes or angels or the wild woods. That's up to you. Join me if you'd like to. It's not necessarily just about all those things. It's about, to me, this tapping into this human condition, this intuitive stream, this consciousness that we all share. And that's what I want to bring forward. It's not about the cards, the deck, the card stock, the artists on the decks. Although these things make these cards really cool, they make us collect them and shuffle them really great. And they're attractive things and we like them. But we can talk about that on the Imbolc call too. But it's just about connection, and I really want to connect with you all, and find out where that point of like that emotional place is for you, the thing you keep talking about that hits you, and let's explore that together. So join me February 4th, Imbolc. Go to northerndruid.net. There'll be a way that you can sign up for a free reading like that, free. Just give me your email. I'll send you a video of me giving you a reading. I'll talk to you about it. It'll be like 5 to maybe 10 minutes. That's on average. I like to talk. So, and then on the 4th at 7 p.m. Central Time, there'll be a Zoom meeting, and you can sign up for that, and that's free. So keep the conversation going. We're going to share our passions over Imbolc. And we're just going to talk, and I'm going to do readings, and we'll do some chat. And if I'm totally full, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do it. So it's one of those things. You step into it. So I hope that you're all doing great, and I'm so looking forward to this. It's something that I'm just totally on fire for. Imbolc is like about fire. So I hope to see you all. Have a great day. This week's going to be just killer for me. I have a feeling everybody's going to want readings, so I'll be in that pineal buzz for a little while, but I will take breaks. I will be ready for you. So have a great day, whether you're a reader, you're an angel reader, just an average person, whether I've done a website for you, whether you like websites, whether you know me from other groups. Yeah, it's just me being me and you being you. So let's do that. So have a great night. Namaste.